feeling like I'm up so high, I got no doubt. This life ain't got no ceiling, like you won't break me, I won't back. It's feeling like I'm up so high, I got no doubt. This life ain't got no ceiling, like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And that's incomplete. Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain. If you look at this Bronco defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move it to the top 5.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Up the middle they go. Bonds. And he'll get it inside the 35.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonds. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They go quickly here out to Moore. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Bonds shrugs him off. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
They'll go. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Rome Odunze.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Bears defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bonds.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Bonds. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, we hit it right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Williams. Lots of screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. 11 yards for number 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Bonds. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles in the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Finding Walker, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Chicago.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they go. Bonds. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Nix to the air.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's looking deep for Bell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a handoff up the middle. Bonds.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. On 3rd down, Bonds. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Slot man moves right. They'll run on first down. Bonds. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Now they'll change things up. Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
This is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago.
Colston Loveland.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 21-0 lead already, well, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
It's 3rd and 10.
Moore, the man in motion. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On play action, here's Williams.
Dumps it off to Edwards. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I did like his decision making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
To the air, Williams.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly have success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Bonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Santos onto the field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh,
They'll keep it on the ground. Caldwell. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know the securing a point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. Up the middle, it's Edwards.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
To throw, here's Nix.
Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Caldwell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Throwing Nix. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On the handoff, Edwards trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
From the gun, here's Williams. That is caught. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Edwards now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bonds. And he'll go down at the 28.
92 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Bonds.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.